Well, hi everybody. Welcome to the Ozark Midland and Southern Railway. I'm Bill B, and today I'm down in the O&S workshop, and for the purpose of an unboxing. This is kind of a special unboxing, as far as I'm concerned. Not only have I got two actual unboxings to do, but I'm going to be introducing a new GP locomotive to the O&S roster, and I'm really excited about that. Before I get started with the unboxing, I want to take a moment just to give a special thanks to the channel's subscribers and to all those that view the channel. I want to say thank you. And I want to wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, I've got a lot to be thankful for, and I hope you all do too. So let's get into this unboxing. I'm going to unbox the low number, 907. And then I think I'll do the other one off camera. Just to save a little time on the video. Whoop. Well, I am excited. Like all of us, I'm always excited about opening a new model, but this one in particular, because like I said, it's a new offering by Lionel. Let's see what we got here. Okay, a little different. Okay, there we go. Before I go any farther, I should show you the box here so you can see the number. Okay, it's Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy Legacy GP20 907. Item number 2333-561. So there we go. Okay, before I go any further, I'm going to adjust the camera so you guys get a little better, a better view of the model itself. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There. Okay, what do you think? Wow. Lionel is bringing this out as a legacy model, but it was originally an MTH offering, and Lionel now has taken it and added legacy to it and all the legacy features. Oh, it is a beauty. There. Well, we got it turned over here. I'll just show you. It's got 2 rollers on each truck for electrical pickup in the center rail. It's got rubber traction tires on both on the rear axle. Both wheels have got traction tires on both trucks. There's our speaker. It's got Bluetooth, and there's the track sensor. So if you want to program your locomotive using that, you can. Oh, I'm really impressed. Yeah, looks like they've Lionel's added a different fairly what I'm accustomed to seeing in their diesel locomotives. It appears that way. Now let's get this one on the track, and I'll unbox the other model, and we'll get them both on the track and get them lashed together. How about that? I'm excited about this. Very cool. Yeah. Looks just like a Burlington GP20. Okay, our GP20s are on the track. I'd like to say a little bit about the actual locomotive. The 4-axle GP20 was built by General Motors' Electromotive division and was produced between 1959 and 1962. It was powered by a single 567D2 16-cylinder turbocharged engine, which provided 2,000 horsepower. The actual locomotive had a maximum or top speed of 65 miles per hour. The turbochargers, in addition to increasing horsepower, also provided better fuel consumption and reduced emissions. Despite all that, though, the GP20 was not a big seller. Only about 260 GP20s were built for 8 railroads. And EMD used 4 locomotives for demonstrators, which I believe ultimately went to the Southern Pacific. The Burlington, or these CB&Q, purchased 36 of these locomotives, and they were numbered 900 to 935. Spotting features included a short hood with a slight downward slope, a rectangular turbocharger exhaust stack seen just behind the exhaust fan, which is located behind the cab. Another feature of the GP20 was the single windshield glass pane. I think that was also seen on the GP18 and a couple of SD locomotives, perhaps the SD18 and the SD24. Okay, so let's take a look at at Lionel's locomotive. Looking at the front of the locomotive, let's start with our front pilot. We have a electrocoupler. Then we have the coupler lift bar, a set of air hoses on either side. And then above the front pilot, we have the drop step, metal hand railings and stanchions all around the cab. There's our safety chain right there. And then on the front short hood, you see a pair of headlights, marker lights on either side of the short hood. Then on the top of the short hood, you see a sand filler hatch cover, and a metal grab iron. Then immediately behind the short hood, you see that one of those spotting features, the single pane windshield. Then above the windshield, you see the illuminated number boards, another pair of headlights, which was appropriate to this particular model, the Burlington model. Then on top of the hood, you see a single chime air horn, which again was as seen on the prototype. Beginning our look at the side of the locomotive, my attention is drawn to the Bloomberg truck beneath the cab. It's very well done. It's die cast with a couple add-on details. I think it looks very good. Then above the truck, looking at the body, you see some cast-in detail. Vents are cast in. I will note that the screens seen along the side of the locomotive are not see-through, that they're just simply cast into the plastic, which is not typical of what you see on Lionel's Legacy locomotives. Again, I think this was probably it was an MTH model previously, and I expect a Rail King edition originally. But all the same, it looks very nice. I'm really impressed with the paintwork. Very crisp. The signage, as you look at it, very crisp and very nicely done. Above the truck and along the side there at the top here, you see the sun shield. Moving along the length of the locomotive, you see the die-cast fuel tank with a air tank cast in above that. Then we also see additional handrail stanchions in the handrail that runs the full length of the body. Here you see the dynamic brake housing, which was standard on the GP20. I believe the only railroad not to receive the dynamic brake was the New York Central, as they didn't think these locomotives, which were going to be used on their water level route, would be necessary. Here we have the cast-in vent. Again, you see it's cast in, not see-through. They're cast-in vents. Looking at the back of the locomotive, which is very similar to the front, aside from the fact that the back of the locomotive is high hood. Starting down here, you see the pilot. Again, electrocoupler, air hoses, coupler lift bar, drop step, our stanchions with handrail. You see a cast-in, behind that you see a cast-in brake handle. On the far side you see grab irons leading up to the top of the high hood. Here's our illuminated number board, headlights, and a marker light on each side. Looking at the top of the locomotive, you see the sand filler hatch, a little added on detail. You see the grab iron. You see the lift rings. Now I will note that these lift rings are cast in. There's a fan. There's a winterization hatch over one of the fans. I will note while I'm here that this is where the controls for the locomotive are, little switches. You have to be kind of careful with it. You don't want to break these little tabs. See those little tabs there at the let's see if we can get it focused here. Yeah, see those little tabs right there? You want to be careful when you're replacing this, not to break those. Okay, inside, let's see if we can show this. So inside, you see the run program switch, the Bluetooth on-off switch, then here is the smoke on and off switch. There's one of the flywheel to one of the motors. This locomotive comes with 2 motors, one over each truck. Like I said, now we'll put it back on here carefully. Our little cover. See if I can do this. Holding the camera. We're going to push down. So you want to push down, and then push down. There we go. There we go. We got it in. There we go. Okay. Continuing on, we see our dynamic brake housing. There's a fan. Again, not see-through, cast-in detail. There's the exhaust stack. That was another one of the spotting features on the GP20. I'll just show you real quick that this little cap removes, comes off like that, and that's where you put your smoke fluid. You just drop your smoke fluid right in there. A couple of drops there for good measure. Then we just put the cap back on after cleaning up the little mess we made there. There we go. Oh. There we go. Here we go. Then there's another exhaust fan. Then you see the bell, which again is very common on this is where it was commonly located on the GP20. But Lionel was good though about adding on some separately applied details, and appropriate to the locomotive model, or the railroad, I should say. Okay, well there's that. Okay, I think it's about time to start running this little fella. I should say running these 2 fellas there, because there's the other one. It's identical locomotive, aside from the road number. I like to run pairs of my GP locomotives. I think it's a little more realistic, and it helps with the grades, I think, as well, especially when I'm pulling longer trains. Very nice. I really like these locomotives. And I think you'll like them too, especially once you see them running. Okay, here we go. Let's get these bad bears started up.
Dispatcher, error is made. Brake test complete. Are we clear to pull? Over. Hold your position. Out. Clear by Mount Carling. Right, Patty.
So until we meet again on the OM&S, take care, and remember, the OM&S is pulling for you. This is Bill B. Bye now, and happy Thanksgiving.